Alright. Where did my Nox go? Here it is. My god. Alright. Off we go. Hey, me. That's 3 times. Are you just trying really hard to be first? Hey, Uproar. Hey, Divyanshu. Hey, An. Good morning, Mickey. I have a headache today, so I'm probably not going to stay on as long as I should. So I'm going to leave with the caveat, or I'm going to leave the caveat that I may not finish everybody that submits today. I assure you that day 1 of patch, I will make a 10-star Olivia. Newer, you know, all that info is right up there. It's also down here. So actually, Fahen has already submitted. Nice, Alex. Alright, one sec. Alright, so let me start auto click and then we'll go. We will get right on this. Alright, so in the background I get to auto click and away we go. Hold on, I made this window a little bit bigger than it needed to be, I think. Alright, so we're gonna start with Fabio, and let me take off my jacket actually. I have a cat sitting on my lap, so my lap is very hot. Alright, so what do we got here? Huh. Okay. One Lindbergh, one Nameless, one Lorelei. So what you could do here is if you take this Nameless King to 9, you can take out Walnir, use Phoenix as your tank, and then use Nameless King. Lorelei to 9 doesn't matter. That doesn't help you. No, so sure. If you pay attention to where you are in the list, I will do it in order. Teddy, you weirdo. So, hey Carlton, you were waiting to put Skuld to 9. Well, you could wait for that, but you don't have a copy, and Skuld 9 also isn't going to make a difference on a 10-star team, so you kind of want to start upgrading as soon as possible. Skuld's not easy to get. Skuld is if you sit there waiting for Skuld, you're going to be stuck forever. Hey Skylar. So I would suggest not waiting for Skuld and trying to do what you can with what you have now. Nameless King is not better. Absolutely is not better. But he's going to help you more than Walnir. So either you stay with this and go for a Scald, or you switch to this and go with Nameless King now. It depends on how long you want to wait for Scald, because I assure you, you will be waiting a very long time to get Scald finished. Yeah, looks like you are not going to be able to run an Aura for a very, very long time. No, Leon, I don't really care. I'll make what I can make. I mean, better than... You don't need to wait 19 days to fuse 9 stars. To fuse 10 stars, you should wait. 9 stars, hopefully you have a lot of stuff pulled aside that you can make. If not, then I guess you can wait. But that's a long time to wait for a 9-star fusion. I mean, I don't know. It's up to you. Depends how fast you get fodder. Alright. Korsvest. Good morning, Daniel. Saw is fodder? Yes, you can fodder Saw. If you know for sure you're pretty much never going to make one, and if you haven't made one for now, you probably never will, you can fodder him. Okay. Phoenix is not a good tank at... Phoenix is not a good tank at 8 stars. Emoji, you can do it. Centaur's not going to be a huge help for you, so just be careful of that. Alright, 1 Lindbergh, 1 Mars, 1 Shude, 1 Dro. Alright, 9-star Dro is better than Verthandi. Hey, Willian. Ouch, ouch, ouch! Teddy! Look at this cat. Oh, nope, he's done. Alright, are you done? Here's a cattail for you. When was 14-star announced? It's still a rumor. I'll believe it when I see it, but potentially it will be released in the Chinese servers very soon. Potentially. Hey, Scython. Leo, 120 is capped for everyone. Alright, hey Ricardo. Alright, so who is Korsvest, by the way? Alright, so 9-star Dro is better than this Verthandi. Since you're... I would really worry about forcing an Aura with this Phoenix as tank, because Phoenix is very weak. Okay, it's you. But... You don't really have better options, so I guess that's that. Hey, Ensign. Walnir or Vegiseer's tank? Walnir is generally a little bit better. Scython, I don't know. Somehow I find things to make it interesting. Hi, Riven. Ricardo, Abyss is a decent early tank, but becomes very useless later on. Alright, I don't like this Phoenix. I do not like this Phoenix. I would say if you can do it, make the Walnir and make the Dro and replace Verthandi and Freya. That's a hard thing to ask, but that would be the most powerful option for you at this time. Walnir and Dro. Oh shoot, I can't moderate on... What? No! How do I moderate on... Oh my god. How do I moderate on Streamlabs? Oh, there it is. Now how do I get rid of this message? Aha! Got it. Figured it out. Hi, Nitin. Alright, I would not suggest tanking with Luna. Luna is not a reliable tank at this level. So, Walnir and Dro is your best bet. Unless you get your last copies of Verthandi and Freya, you can rethink it then. Hey, Kelby. But Dro is better than Verthandi, and a 9-star Walnir is going to help you more than an 8-star Freya. Try not to keep 8 stars on this team. Mars better than Freya at 8? No. At 10, yes. At 8, no. Alright, Rohit. Oh wait, you can 9-star Verthandi and Freya? I would still take Dro and Walnir over them. I would take Dro over Verthandi. I would not take Walnir over Freya. But if you don't get a better tank going, you're gonna really suffer, because an 8-star Phoenix is not a good tank. So work on getting a 9-star tank then. Work on Walnir first. Emoji, I have auto mod for... Actually, I turned off auto mod for Lynx. Let me see if I can turn that back on. Let me see how to do that again. Alright, how do I allow links? Moderation settings, blocked terms and phrases. So far I haven't had... Oh, here we go. Alright, so I'm going to block links again for now. I don't know. I don't have so many problems on Twitch. On YouTube, I'm in control of it. I ban people real quick on YouTube, but on Twitch, I don't seem to have a problem with it. 9 Verthandi as a tank is okay. It's decent. Not great, but if you've got nothing better, then... Can you not... you guys can't ask too many team questions here, because I need to focus on team critique. Alright, so Rohit says Verthandi can be 10 in 4 days. Then this team is great. If you can 10 Verthandi next and use her as tank instead of Luna, you're great. So... Why do you need to wait for Miracle Eyes to get Oh, to get Moonstones? Is that what it is? Okay, fair enough. Bob Millo, hi Bob and Landon, the best advice is learn how to play there are 3 weekly events that rotate, and make sure that you play them very correctly. Make sure that you save and only pull gold keys, Miracle Eyes, or wheel tokens during the appropriate week. Rohit, I just did your team. Uproar. I am exhausted today for no reason. No reason at all. Alright. Alright, Rohit, the idea was switch Verthandi to be your tank at 10 stars and you'll be fine. Alright, let's see. Alright, so... Hey, Jacob. Is Verthandi better than Medusa at 5? No. Medusa's better. Alright, so Uproar, I would say go off Aura. Use your first 4, so use Medusa, Freya, Mars, Shude, and then Valk and Phoenix. The reason for that is because a 10-star Medusa is way better than a 9-star Luna, so probably go that way. You've got some decent choices here, but until they are 10-star, they are not valid. MD, the best artifact is either Tears of the Goddess or Queen's Crown. Hi, Duck. If you... Centaur 10? No. Centaur 10 will not help this team. Keep the off-aura with that stuff over Centaur. He's strong, but he's not going to help you much. Is Tesla a meta hero? Tesla is not meta, but he's better than Ultima and better than most of the rest of Alliance. He's too slow. Honestly, Tesla was never meta. Even when Valkyrie and Saizo didn't exist, Ultima was considered better at that time. Now that Valkyrie exists, Tesla is just gone. I'm doing pretty good, Duck. Alright, Whisper Wind. On. Let's see here. Alright. This team is so not even fair. Uproar, Bale will hit the shot before Lorelei does. I would say it's possible Bale will hit the Moonstone shop next week. Or maybe in 2 weeks or so when the big update comes. But Lorelei, probably not for another few weeks after that. Why do you insist on using this drill, by the way? Golden Chicken is worth it if you want to spend a little bit. The Golden Chicken card is always a good deal. Luna or Verthandi first? In your case, probably Verthandi, just to keep aiming for a Unity aura. Luna's better though. Probably Luna. If you're gonna sacrifice and just say you're not gonna go for a Unity aura, Luna's a better option. I mean, you don't have a Hell unit. Your Freya is very low. I'm surprised your Freya is very low. Gabriel, Reaper is way better than Ripper. For all modes other than Friends Boss. Yeah, by the fact that you're using this team, just make Luna. How do you not have Hell Fodder? You pulled so many Miracle Eyes. You should have tons of Hell Fodder. You got so many Hell and Heaven shards from Miracle Eyes. How are you struggling so much? Your pulls are bad. That is a blatant lie, and you should feel bad for saying that. Alright, let's see here. Yeah, make Luna next. I was going to suggest using Medusa over Dro because why are you using this Dro? Broke, he says, with 180 million gold. Broke, he says. You know, none of your words are making sense today, On. You have gold, buy purple. Hey Birdie, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna 10-star her immediately. You know I'm gonna do it. Of all people, you know that I will be the one to make 10-star Olivia. I don't even care. I'll do it. I'll do it off event, off everything. I'm just gonna do it. Your wand is lower than your cleric tech. By that you mean mage? Or that you mean wanderer? Oh, wanderer. Okay. 8-star Dro is still bad when you're comparing to 10 stars. So throw for now, Skylar, I don't have like all the details. I mean, new Legion mode, 11 to 14 stars is coming, 10-star Olivia is coming, Ragnarok and Demon Whisperer are getting changed. Unknown if it will be nerfed or changed. Aegina is coming. Mars and Ultima are getting skins. Reaper and Monkey King are getting buffed. Supposedly they're upping the 5-star draw rate for keys and Miracle Eyes and all that, but unknown. Oh, they're adding stages to Den and Planet Trial. Nice. This is all rumors. Nobody knows what's going to happen and when. So don't take it too serious just yet. Be very careful getting too hyped for it. Adrian Valkyrie is very low. Alright, Dro for Luna. Yeah, if you're going to make Luna 10 stars, replace Dro for Luna straight. My team that beat Den: Phoenix, Valkyrie, Mars, Shudmel, Luna, Chesia. That's how I did it. That's the team that beat 478. I did not have Dro back then. So, again, that is Phoenix, Valkyrie, Chesia, Mars, Shudmel, Luna for Unity Aura. That's what I did. Drop Walnir and Dro for Freya and Medusa, and then tank with who? If your Verthandi is set to tank, you can do that. If not, don't do it. So we will... If your Verthandi has a dodge rune on her right now, do it. Bone Grip's not good enough. You need a red dodge rune. And hopefully maxed cleric dodge. But if you've got that, then do it. Adrian, absolutely not. You may get 0. You'll most likely get 0 copies out of 200. The best goal is to wait for her to be a reward in Key's event. Alright. I lost my place looking at this. So, moving on. Misery, Divyanshu. Hey G3. Cleric dodge and speed? Alright. But still you would like to have a dodge rune on Verthandi. It would be very, very preferable. Alright, what do you got here? Hey, this is basically the team you're trying to make. Verth or Luna 10 in 8 days. Olivia will be meta? No. Olivia is going to be bad. If they're adding 14 stars, how can a 10 star ever be meta? By definition. It's like asking if Lionheart will be in meta now when he can't even have a 10 star version. G3, what do you mean? They add new servers every few days. Mars or Lindbergh better? Mars at 10 star, Lindbergh before 10 star. Alright, so. Okay. So Divya, hey Rex. The only issue with making Luna 10 is that right now Lorelei is better. Lorelei is better at 9, but if you're gonna make Luna 10, then I guess Lorelei gets benched. But in your case, G3, no. Not directly. You can only fight people within your same cluster of 8 servers. Mujamin Tesla is better than Ultima. Is Lorelei better than Dro? Yes. Alright, so if you're gonna 10 Luna, let me see what you have here. 1 Lorelei, 1 Luna. Red rune for Luna, Freya, Verthandi. Speed, and at 10 star, speed for 8 for Verthandi. Otherwise, dodge if she's a tank. Otherwise, attack if she's just another healer in the back. I've got a tier list. Tier list should be in the video description. Khaled, I don't know. Olivia has no 10 star right now. And we don't know if she'll be better than... Nandu, no. I think only 5 or 6 heroes are rumored to get the 14 star upgrade right now. It's all rumors. Don't take anything as fact. Nobody knows. Not even the Chinese people know. They don't have it yet on their game. We will find out exactly how true the rumors are probably tomorrow, as Birdie says. Okay. Alright, so yeah, actually, no. I'd probably still aim for Luna 10 star first. Leo, it's not good. There's like, you need a 10 star fodder somewhere in there. Yeah, I would still do Luna first. The problem is this 8 star Phoenix is suffering on a 10 star team. Like, if you can't get this Phoenix to 9, you may be better off taking a 10 star Medusa instead. 10 Medusa beats 8 Phoenix. But 10 Medusa does not beat 9 Phoenix. So push hard for that Phoenix and try to get him usable. 8 Phoenix might be too low for a 10 star team. But if you can't, either way, Luna or Medusa is your better option to 10 star first. That's what I think. If Verthandi's not tanking, dodge is wasted on her. And Rex, I mean, I'm still taking teams. I'm gonna say that I may not get to all of them today because I'm really tired today, but I'm gonna do as much as I can. All right, Cody. Is 10 Phoenix tank? Yes. 9 Phoenix can also be a tank. Oh. My gosh, what do you need to question with this team? This is the perfect Unity team. This is a perfect Unity team. How can you improve on this? The only way you improve on this is You can't. If you want to keep Unity, you cannot improve on this. You have, the only thing you can do is get a second Phoenix or a second Mars. Nandu, Bale gets energy every time somebody dies. That means if you can keep him alive for people to die, he starts casting his skill every turn, and he does a lot of damage. Chesia is potentially better than Freya in Unity Aura, but not in all cases. Hi Trong. If they have double Mars, or they have even Mars at all, Freya is better. So that's something to think about. Can you use Ultima not as a tank? You can, it's kind of a waste, but... yeah, you can't improve on this right now. As of right now, the only way you can improve on it is either going for the pure aura or going off aura with double Phoenix. That's it. Khaled, Lorelei. But dang, I want a Lorelei so bad. What makes Chesia good? If Chesia lives long enough to fire her skill twice, her damage is top of the charts. Guaranteed, her damage is top of the charts. So Skuld helps Chesia be able to fire twice. The problem is that Mars has such good stun ratio that it's very hard for Chesia to survive long enough to fire twice against him. He just kills her too fast. So it can work, but Freya is a little bit more reliable against Mars. A little bit more. But both options are still fine. So Chesia is not completely better than Freya, let's say that. She's sometimes better, sometimes worse. Hey Geethesh. Dang. I'm gonna have this Lorelei someday. Just you watch, I'm gonna do it. Can 2 Chesia and 2 Skuld take out 2 Mars? Mars is faster than Chesia. Hey Samuel. How can that work? And plus, the Mars is revive. So both Chesias will, even if the Chesias both fire first, they both will take down the Mars to their revive. They'll still live and they'll still kill you back. You cannot outburst Mars, especially if he's paired with Skuld. The fire, yes, I wouldn't. The best team for PvP? It's Phoenix, Phoenix, Mars, Mars, Valkyrie, Skuld. That's... Symbolon, I will get to your team when I can, in order. Alright, Xenon Acid. Xenon, don't you do like tons of team helping on Discord? Geethesh, what do you mean? 2 Phoenix, 4 Medusa? Is it due to the revive that makes Phoenix a good tank? Yes. And also because of his dodge, he stays alive a lot. What would you 10-star first? I mean, Phoenix? Alright, let's see what you got. 1 Freya, 1 Skuld, 1 Chesia, Shudmel, and Luna. Wait, Geethesh, I don't understand the question. What are you trying to stream? Should you convert Medusa to Phoenix? No. Medusa's really good. I mean, Phoenix, Mars, Valkyrie, Dro... Any of those 4 would be the best bets here. Or Lorelei. That's a lot of Mars. Wait, no. Wait a minute. You also have Valkyrie. Should you convert Verthandi to Mars? Iffy. Brewmaster, I use speed. Alright, so you can do... So you actually have the copies to make Valkyrie, Mars, Dro, and Phoenix? Okay. Okay, let me see. Valkyrie, Phoenix, Dro, Mars. Mars. Mars is too high. Rector supposedly in a couple weeks. Maybe a week and a half. Faisal, it's as pay to win as you want it to be. People can do just fine for free. They will never be able to compete with the people that pay, but I don't believe that they ever should be able to. Not right away, at least. Maybe a year down the line when things even out, but you can still place very well for free. But if you want to be competitive, you really shouldn't be playing any mobile game at all. Especially one that has transactions. Alright, so yeah, I would say Mars. Mars's stun is so ridiculous at all points that he kills people too fast. Too hard. Dro is honestly kind of a letdown at 10 stars. She's just there to be a healer. Her stun is not really a big deal breaker for me, and she's useless before 10. Valkyrie, yes, Valkyrie is very good, but if you can, try to make Valkyrie 9. But Valkyrie 9 is not reliably better than Ultima 10. I think Mars makes the bigger difference. That stun is going to change your whole game. Phoenix at 9 is still plenty usable, so that's not as big of an upgrade as you want from making a 10 star. So, yeah. Phoenix could tank for you. But at this point, Phoenix would need a dodge rune to tank. The current meta is still Phoenix, Phoenix, Mars, Mars, Skuld, Valkyrie. When you get Mars 10, you will instantly see the difference. It'll be very impressive. All right, Birdo. Birdo. 6 Heaven or Hell Aura. It's okay, but it's not as strong as the other teams. Because 6 Heaven is not as strong as it could be. 8 Vivienne or 9 Medusa? Take Medusa. Hey, Raynell. Trong, if you need a tank, keep Wolnir. Otherwise, use Aiden. Alright, what am I looking at? 1 Chesia, 1 Mars, 1 Dro. Okay. So this is the same problem that we were just looking. Is that, 8... This 8 Phoenix is a very weak tank at a 10-star level. Hey, Ixan, but 6-star Shudmel or Dro? I think Shudmel. Dro is honestly nothing special before 10 stars. She's just a healer. How do you have no Verthandi at all? What have you been buying with your feathers? Who is this again? Birdo. What have you been buying with your feathers? Mujamin, that's a terrible idea. That's so risky. Your Dro matches the damage of your 9-star Medusa? That means your 9-star Medusa is either not being paired with a Freya, or she's getting controlled. Or your Medusa is dying too fast. Because Medusa should outdo Dro. Does have Freya? Is she faster than Freya? Freya needs to be faster than Medusa. I don't see how that's possible. There's no way a 7-star Dro matches a 9-star Medusa. I would probably want to see screenshots of that and see if that's a regular thing, because in most cases 7-star Dro should be dead before Medusa gets all her stuff off. She has no stun. She only hits 4 people. And yeah, she's not even fast. Hey, Galaxy. Alright, so this team, I don't know what to do with this team. The Monkey King is a better tank. The Vegvisir is a better tank. How did you get here with no Medusas? Lorelei is better than Luna. Best rune for shoot is speed. God, Birdo, I don't know what to do with this team. Also, I'm going to take Rector off of moderator. How do I do that? I don't know how to do that. Hold on, I'm gonna figure out how to do that real quick. How do I do that? Dang it! Aha! There we go. Actually, I don't have any Twitch mods left. Oh well. We'll get to it eventually. Where was I looking at here? Lord Abyss to 6 is okay. How to join my Discord? All links are down here. I don't know what to do with this team. If Phoenix is surviving, then keep it, but it's not a good idea. You don't have any other heroes that can go to 9 that will help you. Vegvisir is not a good enough tank for this account. Nandu, the link works for me. I just tested it on a new browser. Hey, Craig. Alright. Yeah, Birdo, you keep the team. You can't do better right now. I don't know why you have no Verthondis, but try to get Verthondi as a tank or something. I don't know. Tesla is the weak spot. Phoenix is the first weak spot. Tesla is the next weak spot. All right, Skylar. Wait, Skylar, you said yours got interrupted, right? Okay, so there's 2 here. Is there more? There's 3. And okay. Nandu, you can. I'll get to it when in order. So Birdo, Skylar here. What the heck? Why is Freya here? Ten-star Mars? Okay. I would say just to be safe, you could put Luna as second. Just to be safe, because Freya is a terrible choice to put in second place. Verthondi should be there right now, but if you're getting Mars, Landon Peaks is the best use of your gems, regardless. Actually, you know what? You know what? Put Mars second. And Verthondi's healing is pretty trash. Is pretty trash. Oh, Mujamin, were you Birdo? Verthondi's healing is literally trash. Darken, it's going on right now, but I probably can't take new teams anymore. I don't think I'm going to be able to stay up as long as usual. So put Mars second. Yeah. If you go off Aura, no. No, you don't want to go off Aura. Not with your team yet. You don't have something that's good enough to justify going off Aura right now. It has to be another 10-star, and your only other 10-star option is Detlaf, who is not very good, and Verthondi is really not that strong at 10 stars. So throw Mars second and you'll be fine. Healing is not that important. What you are going to hope for is you are going to hope to have Mars, Luna, and Medusa petrify and silence the hell out of them and see if you can stop them. Hi, Astolfo. One Punch Man is pretty good. Abyss Lord is worth taking to 6. Everybody is worth taking to 6. Okay, so yeah, put Mars second and you're fine. Healing is not as important. The only way that healing becomes useful is if you can stack multiple strong healers. Douglas, I can answer you every time, but you refuse to listen to my answer, so I'm going to ignore you from now on. Yeah, just one healer is nothing. Like, even Shude alone, her healing's not enough to make a difference. You need Shude plus Dro plus Valkyrie in order for your healing to be scary. Otherwise, it's just not enough. Alright, Noor, you are next. Are you also interrupted? Yes. Wait, why did you send this? Why do I want to see your artifacts? Nandu, literally all information is here or there. Should you start Scold and Phoenix Stone Verthondi for Nameless King? Yes, start Scold. No, don't Phoenix Stone Verthondi for Nameless King. You want to know artifacts? Alright, so you have a Ragnarok, Light Pace, Bone Grips. Okay. So, your team is... Alright, so you're using your top 5 plus Walnir. Bone Grip, Walnir, Ragnarok on probably Valkyrie, and the rest of them you can put Light Pace on. Wait, you have no star shards. What have you been doing with moonstones? How do you have this with no moonstones? Okay, if you're gonna do that, then Light Pace. Not Medusa. Not Medusa. Light Pace probably on Freya. And then these boots on Luna. And then put probably... Toasty, you have one more round of peaks during next week, so if you place well, you can do it. Which hell artifact do you have? There's two. One that has speed and one that's damage. Okay, put the hell one on Freya, put Light Pace on Luna, and then for Medusa, put either one of these. Probably Blood Metal is better, but she doesn't really need it. Yeah, Gift on... I guess Gift on Verthandi. Holy Light Justice is better, but you don't have it. Okay, so Bone Grip, Walnir, Ragnarok, Valkyrie, Light Pace, Luna, Blood Metal, Medusa, Windwalker's Luna, Gift of Creation, Verthandi. Blood Metal is the same as Eye of Heaven, but better. And once you have Lorelei, then you can put probably this on her. I forgot what this is called. Snow Dance, I think? It's okay. It's not great. Probably this one is your better option for Lorelei. This one's better, Star Prey, but you don't have it. Nandu, at this time I may not be able to take it, but just so you know. We'll see. Hopefully I can do it. Alright, Noto is here. Noto is listing a whole bunch of pictures. Let me send a DM to Noto real quick. Oh, where did he go? Where is he? How do I DM people? Is Nameless King worth keeping? Yes. Okay, there. DM'd Noto. Good to go. Let's take a look at what we've got. I have 2 monitors. I do have 2 monitors. Casanova Gospel Song is better in general, but Ragnarok has the potential to do more damage. But Gospel Song is more reliable. Alright, so Noto has... Okay. Solid. You've got 2 Bales, 1 Chesia, 2 Lindbergh, a Valkyrie, 1 Valkyrie, 1 Scold. Oh, man. Alright, so you really can't do anything more with this team. 1 Shoot Mel. And what did he have? Luna, Shoot Mel, Verthandi. So no progress on Luna, no progress on Shoot Mel. Does he have shards here? Wait, he does have a Luna. He has 2 Lunas. Okay, so he can 10-star Luna. Hey, Shubham. He can 10-star Luna. Uh, 13 years ago, first of all, I doubt that. Second of all, I don't have an iPhone. Best elf hero, Lorelei. Alright, so this is a pretty solid team. It looks like you don't have copies to do stuff. He says 1-star shard, Luna, Valk, Verthandi. Okay, so don't use Moonstones on Verthandi. You've already got the 2 copies of Luna. But if your option is between Luna, Valkyrie, or Verthandi, make Valkyrie and throw away Ultima. Are you sure you can't do Valkyrie and Luna? Because that would help a lot. Swoley, you gotta make it in time, but if you do, you're welcome to join. Lorelei is objectively better unless they have a ton of clerics. Okay, so yeah, make Valkyrie. Valkyrie is going to help you more. But try also to do Valkyrie and Luna. And then for Verthandi, just play it slow and buy with feathers. You're Oh, hey, you're here. Swoley, I take all teams. 5-star teams is okay too. Alright, Noto, in that case, make Valkyrie. Valkyrie is more important. Do you really have enough copies for Valkyrie? Because I can't see it. You didn't show me that part, I guess. Oh wait, yeah you did. Oh, she's 9 stars here. I missed that picture. Here we go. Yeah, make Valkyrie. Valkyrie's big. 13 years ago, I don't have an iPhone. I cannot join that server. Clark, there's tons of rumors. Alright, so yeah, Noto, make Valkyrie. Alright, next. NFN. Want a team for defending? I feel like triple Valkyrie is already... You have an 8-star Scold? No. Don't focus on... Well, 9-star Scold is better than 9-star Verthandi. I would think... Okay, so the problem with defending is that Mars is the problem. I have no idea what this guy is talking about. All of his text is showing up right here. On defense, my gosh. There is no way to defend. I think, actually, Unity is better on defense than the double Phoenix Mars team. Which you don't even have because you don't have 2 Mars. Yes, Noto, that would be the best option. So for defense, you would want Shoot Mel. Oh, Leo, did I miss it? I'll do yours next. Probably Unity is the best defense option. Freya with Tears of the Goddess on defense is probably better than on offense. So Valk, Phoenix, Dro, Shudmel, Mars, Freya. That's probably the best option on defense. That's pretty scary, huh? Alright, Leo, where did I miss yours? Really? Oh, I see. Leo, are you Dragon Hearts? I did miss it. Ugh. Why are you showing me this? Alright, stop that. Wait, why is this picture so small? You keep dying to silence stacked teams? This team destroys on offense and it gets destroyed on defense. That's the answer. It's there's no way to fix it on defense. Unity is better on defense than this team if you're fighting against the same team. Yay. Divyanchu's a mod. Pay attention to him. So basically the way that Bold said it is, with this team, alright, that's it. I'm banning him. I'm not even going to time him out. I'm just going to ban him. That's not nice. Okay. So the way that Bold said it is this team against itself wins 20-0. And it loses 20-0 on defense. You can't fix that. There's no way to fix that. So the answer then is to switch to a Unity team on defense, which is what I just told NFN, and use that, and that does better on defense than this team. And the reason for that is solely Shudmel. If Shudmel silences their Mars, you can win. You can win. Not reliably, but you have a higher chance of winning. It's more, you'd win maybe 5 on defense instead of 0. So, out of 20 fights, I mean. So that, unfortunately, is the best answer. My favorite skin is probably to, my favorite skin is Catherine. Shudnyan. Shudnyan is the best skin. Yeah, so you can't use this team on defense, only on offense. That's your answer. On defense, you gotta throw up Unity. On offense, this will kill everything. Most things. But you may consider swapping Dro for Valkyrie. Because you have Skuld, Valkyrie should be able to go nuts, and her damage is ridiculous. Nandu, you are probably very far down. There's a lot of people ahead of you. With guild battles, you cannot use this team on offense in guild battles. It doesn't work. Guild battles, you cannot do this because this is a team that will destroy, but remember that energy and HP carries over between every guild battle, and you gotta fight 3 battles in a row. This team can't win 3 battles in a row without all the energy on Lindbergh and Mars. So your first battle, you win with everything. Second battle, you start with 0 energy, you die. So you cannot use this for guild. You can use it for team arena, it'll destroy. If you're losing on... You should not be losing with Valkyrie on the first battle. How are your artifacts set up? With this team, you want 6 energy artifacts actually. If this team doesn't have at least 4, it's in trouble. At least 4. And that's for Phoenix, Lindbergh, Mars, and Skuld. These people need it. If you only have 3, I assume you have it on Phoenix, Mars, and Skuld. That's not enough. That is absolutely not enough. Hi, Desk. In this team, Phoenix wants energy. Specifically in this team, Phoenix wants as much energy to throw it to everybody possible and to spam skills non-stop. Most of the time, doesn't. For a Unity team, absolutely doesn't. But for this team, does. What's up? Hi, that's my nose. Hey, Jay. If you have one Phoenix, you don't have the same team. What if he misses? Phoenix? Phoenix cannot miss his skill. When the skill hits 6 people, Phoenix will not miss all 6 people. So, yeah, this team wants way more energy artifacts than you have. You need one on Lindbergh as well. Especially if you're going to try and run this. RNG will never have Phoenix miss all 6 people. Leo, is it because he's hitting a Lindbergh? Or if he did damage, he should stun. That doesn't make sense that he would do damage but not stun. Maybe he's missing, but the damage is coming from another source. But if Lindbergh lands his skill, or maybe they have control resist because they have something. Do I do Dro 10? I have a Dro 10, yes. All right. So there you go, Leo. If you want to run the meta team, it's got to be built right. Control resist can stop 100% stun. But control resist only exists in Den and for crazy people that have a full heaven aura, which... Did I 10-star Nameless King? No, not yet. He wasn't using Valkyrie because he was trying to figure out why this team wasn't winning, and the reason why it's not winning is because he doesn't have enough energy artifacts. Once you have all those energy artifacts, Valkyrie should do way better than Dro. Can you see my Lindbergh? I don't even use it. 2 Scolds can revive 2 heroes. You're rolling the dice there. No guarantee that that's how it works. Because they both could try to revive the same person and it wastes both of them. I would be very careful with that. It probably would work like 20 to 30% of the time. Alright, toxins. Can Valk out-heal Dro, Scold, and Shoot Mel? No. If the battle lasts more than 6 rounds, no, Valk will not out-heal them. Desk, no. Keys are too rare to waste on half completions. Jay, I'm not taking team questions in chat. Only in Discord, and I've got too many and I won't be able to handle all of them today. Let's see here. Walnir, Medusa, Freya. Alright, so 9 Phoenix will outdo 10 Medusa. So once Phoenix is maxed, take Phoenix out, take Medusa out and throw in Phoenix. Everything else is gonna have to wait on copies, but what you've got is pretty much solid, minus Centaur. Centaur would love to be replaced by anybody else, Luna, Dro, or Lorelei, but you don't have those right now. So if Luna can be 10, Luna replaces Centaur easy, but not at 9. Don't replace with Luna 9. So aim for the Phoenix, max out Phoenix's level, and replace Medusa, and that's as good as this team gets until you get more copies of heroes. Alright, next is Kelby. Kelby was here earlier. It's easy to say aim for Lorelei. It's very hard to get Lorelei. Hey, Akira. Alright, this... Should you convert Centaur into Lorelei? You can, but Centaur is still one of the strongest friend boss heroes. So unless your friend's boss team is maxed out without needing Centaur anymore, I would hang on to him. Best way to get keys and eyes? Eyes is from Legion and Tavern and Fuse events. Keys is from Peaks. Is Scarlet good in Friends Boss? She is okay. She's good early, but all the other assassins and Centaur and Detlef destroy her. They do more reliable damage than Scarlet does. Alright, so Kelby, I don't know if you're still here. Let's see here. This 6-star Skuld is not helping you. I would suggest throwing in Lorelei instead. Valkyrie is also a terrible tank, but you don't have a better one. Man. If you can build a tank, make a tank. What makes Detlef good? He is... So the thing about Detlef is the thing that makes him good in Friends Boss is exactly what makes him bad everywhere else. His skill is single target, his regular attack is single target, everything he does is single target, which means that his numbers are much higher. So he does way more damage to one target than other people do because they hit multiple. So his single target bleed... He does bleed, he does extra damage to bleeding, his skill adds bleed, his regular attack adds some sort of poison, and he just stacks damage like crazy against one person. So against Friends Boss, he's ridiculous. Tobias, I do this every 2 weeks or so, depending on how schedule goes. So... yeah, I will announce it like the few days before when I'm doing it, because I have to, it depends on how the event schedule goes and which day I'm free. It's usually going to be on a Wednesday or a Thursday, usually, depending on how the event goes. I won't know which day it is ahead of time. Is Centaur good with Guild Boss? No. He's too squishy. My Guild Boss damage? My Guild Boss damage is junk. I do 4 million damage to Guild Boss because I don't have double Mars, double Phoenix. You don't want my Guild Boss damage. Alright, Kelby. Yeah, replace Lorelei for Skuld. It does mean throwing away your aura, but this 6-star Skuld is useless. Waste of space on your team. So throw away the aura, throw in Lorelei. You're going to need to try and find a tank. It could be Wolnir. It could be Vegvasir. You got to find somebody that can tank better than Valkyrie because she's terrible at it. Solthos, yes, this is my streaming time. It is currently 9 p.m. for me. So I usually start around 7:30 because it gives me time to get back from work, maybe eat a little bit, and then start streaming. You can replace Hester for Detlef for Friends Boss, but in no other mode is Detlef better. Okay, next is... Oh, I almost missed some. Next is Thirst Quencher. I feel like this is someone that changes their name a lot. Maybe not. Is Hester a good first 10? No. Gold, what the heck is he saying? Can somebody... Okay. I'm gonna translate this because if it's insulting, I have to silence him, but I don't actually know if it's insulting or not. Put some coins in my account. You so full in the game that this easy 10 that can carry Phoenix. I am angry? 9 Lorelei or 8 Dro? Lorelei. I don't think Gold realizes that this is not my account. That I'm looking at other people's accounts. And he also doesn't realize that a few 10 stars doesn't mean that that you have a super endgame team. Okay, now I have to translate this one. I read the first one as I. Oops. You feel so handsome. Alright, okay. Best heroes for Friends Boss are Centaur, Ripper, Zexanoth, Samurai, Chesia, Mars, Phoenix, Skuld. Aiden is, yes, I rank Hester better than Aiden. Okay, Joel, let's see. I'm going to go back to this because this guy is spamming like crazy. Okay. Wow, a 10-star Skuld already? Dang. Dang. Okay. Can Scarlet or Hester at 10 carry? No. Both are very low tier. Alright, so the 9-star Valkyrie is infinitely better than the 10-star, than the 9-star Tesla. You are 1 copy off of 10-starring Luna, which you should be able to buy from Soul Shop. 10-star Luna would help you a lot. Should you build Tesla to 10? If Valkyrie isn't going to hit 10 anytime soon, then yes, take Tesla to 10. Valkyrie 9 is not better than Tesla 10. Dude, can you talk to this Brazilian guy and get him to talk a little bit slower? Or do I have to make the slow mode more slow? Hang on, I want to translate what the other guy is saying. Do I have a girlfriend? Yes. Oh, how do I... I'm gonna do something funny. Hold on. Let me see if this works. Let me see if this works. I am Chinese, I don't speak it.
是的，我有一个女朋友。
Does that work? Did that play? Did that I put words into Google Translate and made it read it. Samuel, yes, heroic runes comes with miracle eyes every 3 weeks. Oh man, that was pretty funny, I think. All right, where was I? What was I doing? All right, so yes, make Tesla 10. Yes, try to get Luna 10. And from then on, all you're doing is waiting for Valkyrie and Phoenix copies. Yes, you can make Walnier 10 as well because you don't have a better option for tank right now. So basically you're waiting on copies. It looks like you've got, I see 2 copies of Walnier here, so he can be up there on the list. Is Secret Treasure? Secret Treasure is random. We'll never know when it comes until 4 days before. Zero Phoenix. At your point, you can almost consider sacrificing things to pull in Horde. It's very risky, and I don't necessarily recommend it, but if you are on a burn it all, I'm gonna get something mode, like if you're in bad decision mode, you can do it. So it's an option. 8 Tesla or Luna? Luna is better. Walnier not missing his skill is not a problem because he hits 4 people. Nandu, okay. Gosh. Luna, Freya, Tesla, or Bale. Luna or Freya will be a very good first 10 star. The other 2 are not good alone. Teddy, what are you doing? Teddy tail. This is a teddy tail. Okay, bad decisions are my call. It's not that bad a decision if he can 10 star the rest of his team. Because Phoenix is... his team is not bad. RM, if you do... I spent like 2,000 gems and I got, I think, like 3 6 stars and 1 or 2 7-star missions. So the only option is to do it more. But try not to spend too many gems just aiming for 6 and 7-star missions because it's going to get very expensive. Damage or CC, it depends what stage you're at. At mid to late game, CC is better. At end game, damage is more important. Hey, Vibov. Alright, next is Fish Cake. Akira, that's a terrible idea. Up chest is a scam. Nandu, good question. We have not seen it in a while. Nobody knows. Alright, Fish Cake. What? Alright, so... yeah, Akira, don't pull. What the heck is this? Without even looking at your inventory, what the heck is this? No. What is this 6-star Vegvasir doing here in a 9-star team? Why are you using a 6-star with a 9-star? Mike, the nerf only lasted 1 day. It's been fixed already. Does guild tech affect peaks? No. Alright. So the downside of getting your team critiqued on stream is that we now critique you as well. I think he mixed it up with a peak team and he thought he had a warrior aura going. I think that's what he thought was happening here. Alright, so let's look at the rest of the... What the... You have a 9-star Medusa and you're using an 8-star Lexar. You have a Valkyrie here and you're using Vivienne. You have a 9 Samurai and you're using Vivienne. Fish Cake, I hope you're here because we need answers. We need answers. What have you done? What have you done? Teddy needs answers. Teddy needs answers. Desk, it's 1,500. 1,500 waves. All right. Okay. So. My face is right next to your butt, Teddy. Look, I can have a mustache. Uh, 14 stars could be interesting. Is there an event in Pokemon tomorrow? I don't know. Alright, so yes, you should be using this Samurai and this Medusa over these two. And you should be raising this Valkyrie and use that over this Heaven's Judge. So your end result will be Walnir, Samurai, Valkyrie, Medusa, Vivienne, Freya. What do I play? I'm playing Pokemon Shield. Are the 14 stars only available for S tiers? I believe Mars, Skuld, Valkyrie, Shudmel, Phoenix, and I forgot who the hell one was. Was it Chessia or Freya? You know someone with a 7 stars Heaven's Judge? I don't. I don't know anybody else with a 7 stars Heaven's Judge. It was Freya? Mewtwo is the best Pokemon? I disagree. Hey, Victor. I disagree. These two are the best Pokemon. I really like this one. Alolan Vulpix, yeah. I got one of those too. But there was no plush of Alolan Vulpix, so I couldn't get one. The 14 stars is a rumor. We'll find out if it's real or not tomorrow. Alright, so Fish Cake never showed up. No. This is a... Oops. Uh-oh. You fell down. No! You stupid thing. Why do you fall down? It's something called a select collection. It's like a battle figure or something like that. What do I think about 10-star Olivia? I think I'm going to make a 10-star Olivia. I don't care if she's good or bad. I'm going to make her anyway. Alright, so Fish Cake, your team needed all the work in the world. And I hope you listened. And I hope you are going to make changes to this because... there are very, very many questionable decisions made right now. Nothing with 14 stars is official. It's all rumors. It's all rumors. Please stop. Don't get too serious about it. All right. We're not going to talk about the Heaven's Judge just yet. We're gonna let that one slide because we're going to focus on the Lexar and the... We're going to focus on the Lexar and the Veggies. Vibob, it's one time only. No. Okay. We're going to move on to the next team now. Next is Mudge. How have I come to what decision? Your favorite is Gengar? Gengar is pretty cool. I'm not a big fan of all the huge legendaries. I mean, 7-star Heaven's Judge? I made it in my first, 2 months of playing the game. Nobody knew anything about that. Nobody knew that Heaven's Judge was bad back then. There was no info. There was no people sharing. There was no tier list. Nobody had any idea who was good. We were all testing because nobody had all the heroes. People thought Demon Fighter was really good back then. Alright, Mudge. Oh, that's you? Okay, your positioning is... Pastor cannot go to 6 stars. Ultima, Verthandi, Medusa, Luna, Shudmel, Freya. Ultima, Verthandi, Medusa. That's fine. Do you need more than 4 energy artifacts? Up to you. For most people, 3 to 4 is fine. You only need more if you're trying to spam stuff like crazy. I had a 9-star forest healer. He was good back then. Really, really early on, he was very, very good. 10-star didn't exist back then. So they were basically top tier. Forest Healer was in my top 10 list, by the way. When I made one way, way back then, Forest Healer was in top 10. That was before 10 stars existed. So, if you want some crazy, crazy memories, watch my very first top 10 heroes thing from over a year ago. And it's kind of crazy. Alright, so, Mujamin, this team is fine. These top 6 is fine. Once you have Valkyrie at max level, you can toss, hey Hiroshi, you can toss Ultima and use that. And use Verthandi as your first tank. 14 star is going to change everything if only 6 heroes can be... If 6 heroes can be up to 14, that's a pretty big difference. We're going to have to see how many heroes get the 14 star upgrade and work on that. Because if that's true, then it's going to help. It's going to change the meta like crazy to only be able to have 6 people. Forest Healer is trash now. But when I first had him at the beginning of the game, before 10 stars were added, Forest Healer was amazing. Nobody had more healing than Forest Healer except for Vivienne. And at that time, Vivienne was rare. So if I had had a Vivienne, I would have used her. But I didn't. I never got one until much, much later. And so Forest Healer made my team very hard to kill. Mickey, it's a Unity Aura worth. So Phoenix, Valkyrie, Skuld, Shud, Freya, and Dro? Dro is the last one. Thien, we have no idea what the new Legion is going to be. None of the rumors... Why do you repeat everything 2 times? Dro or Lorelei? Lorelei is better 90% of the time. Oh, yeah. Is it Mars? Oh, yeah. Mars and Skuld? Oh, shoot. Is it Mars and Skuld? I don't actually know. Somebody listed rumors on what new heroes are being added, so... I know for sure Valkyrie, Skuld, Freya... I don't know about Freya. I don't remember Freya, but Valkyrie, Shudmel, Best Undead is still Shudmel. So Freya wasn't even confirmed, huh? Luna or Medusa? Luna's better. Okay, next is Kival. I've got another 40 or so minutes in me, so I'm not going to hit everybody that submitted today. I'm sorry. Nandu, those are not useful stats. Anonymous, they're both trash. High thing last night. Though having the highest attack doesn't mean good hero. Having a highest health does not mean good hero. Like Lindbergh, I think, has the highest health, and he is super squishy. He dies very fast. Highest attack stat, I'm not sure. It might be Valkyrie. And highest speed is Ultima. Do I recommend trying ID? What's ID? Alright, so who is this again? This is Keval. CJ, it's nothing is confirmed. Idle Heroes? I'm not gonna play it. I think it's too... It's like starting... I think it's too pay to win right now. Take it easy, Mickey. Alright, so you've got one Lindbergh, one Bale. You can't Is Tesla a good 10-star? He's okay. Ultima does outspeed everybody. But that doesn't mean anything because Ultima doesn't hit people very hard. Ultima does no damage and does no crowd control. So what good does it do for him to be the fastest? Her, sorry. Alright, so to improve on this team, actually, make Verthandi your tank and use... Have you read Ultima's skills at all? Like, do you know what Ultima does? Teddy! No, don't go under my monitor! Teddy! Ah, this cat. Teddy, stop. Mickey, I'm so excited for I'm so excited for 10-star Olivia. Craig, how far are you? Because if you're like 20 to 30 people down, I'll get it. But if not, I may not. Oh, no, no, no. Hey, you. No. Don't step on that. Oh, God, this cat. My God, he was just stepping on everything. Mike, there's no way to see skin animations until somebody releases, until someone buys it and uses it. All right, so right, Nandu. So you know that, therefore you should know that Ultima doesn't heal. Hi, Polis. Anyway, so yeah, use Verthandi tank and use Shoot Mel. You have a 10-star Shoot Mel. That's pretty big. The rest of your stuff needs copies. You look like you're missing one for Valkyrie, so hopefully you get that. Valkyrie would be better than Tesla. And then all it comes down to is waiting for Phoenix, I guess. And Mars, Lindbergh, all that. Which you don't have. Alright. Dark Judge... Oh wait, Dark Judge is not a 10-star. Who else is a cleric? Yeah, those would be the only two that don't heal. Alright, next is Simbulon. He listed Hester. So, hey, I have 13 Shoot Mels and only 3 Loreleis, so... Wow, this is a... What the heck, Simbulon? You've got everything top tier. How can you need help? This team beats all Den. Should you throw 400 keys for your first Bale? No. Bale's not that good. Hi, Matthew. Alright, like I said, Phoenix, Valkyrie, Chesia, Mars, Shoot Mel, Luna beats all Den. But I had Skuld. Skuld and Chesia do it. So you probably, I guess, struggle until you get Skulled Chesia then. Michi J, you're never going to find a great hero in Eyes, so if you need the fodder, pull. I beat 477 with Skulled, but I changed to Mars for 478. So I guess no. Without Skulled or without... Is there any issues regarding account deletion? Well, they automatically delete accounts when they merge servers if they are VIP 0 and haven't been logged in. Any tips to get more 5-star? Play events better. If you pull Miracle Eyes only during miracle events, you'll get some free stuff. Account named X-Ray? Not yet. Take it easy, Divyanshu. Thanks for stopping in. You might be stuck for a while. I think that Mars can do it. I think that Unity with Mars Freya should be able to do it, but it's going to require more luck. So if you're going to do it that way, what you have to do is stagger your stuns and make sure that Mars does not fire his skill the same turn as Freya. And try to stagger it so that Luna, Freya, Mars don't all fire together. So Phoenix, Valkyrie, Luna, Freya, Mars, Shudmel should be able to win, but it's gonna be luck. Dom, I'm not doing team critique in chat. It's got to be in Discord, and I'm capped on taking team questions on Discord. Michi, I mean, if you want to wait for them, you can. So, I mean, you answered your own question. If you want to use Nameless King, then wait. If you would rather get Monkey King or Chesia, then... Or if you want Nameless King pull, if you would rather wait for those two, then do it. Luna does need speed, and if you're going to do Den that way, make Luna your tank with a Star Shards. Michi, yes. Both of them have been in Miracle Eyes, and so both are valid options. Chesia may or may not have been a fluke. We don't know. But Chesia was in Miracle Eyes like 2 rounds ago, I think. 2 Tears the Goddess, 1 Star Shards? Okay. Then you would put Tears the Goddess on Luna and Mars, and don't use the Star Shards. Put a speed artifact on Freya. You can put Star Shards on Phoenix if you want, but I probably wouldn't. Anonymous, all information is right there. 10-star Lorelei is not going to help in Den. Luna is better. Especially because Luna is such a good tank for Den. Luna can only tank in Den. She's no good as tank anywhere else. Den and Planet Trial. Outside of that, don't use her as tank. Because in PvP, they will control her and she will die. Will I pull for Saizo? I'm going to pull for Bale. I'm not going to pull for Saizo. Up chest is a freaking scam. Second up chest, I don't know yet. How can you have a team like this and not have very high guild tech in the people that you're using? Like, if you're using this team, you had better have maxed cleric and really high mage or wanderer. If you don't have that, I don't know what you did. Like, based on what you have, you should have gone very heavy in wanderer and cleric, at least. You should be very high, very close to maxed on those. Okay. So mage, you just need a little bit more, but max cleric and wanderer, you're fine. Everything you're using is cleric and wanderer minus Freya. Oh, you'll have Valkyrie, but meh. You're more interested in having the luck be on your side with controlling people with these 3 heroes. Can a 10-star team beat Expedition? Yes. You don't even need 10-star team to beat Expedition. Okay, Symbolon. Well, very interesting choice. Especially considering how many assassins you have right now. Oh well. Alright, Tall Renault. Someone made... Who was Tall Renault? I believe... Was it like a Nick? Nick something? What is auto-click? Auto-click is tapping on the screen constantly so that your familiar auto attacks, and you get extra resources from that. Vibov, no. It stays the same every time. The stronger you get, the stronger people you fight, but Expedition itself isn't really any different than it has been. My main loses if I fight a top tier person at 15. It happens. But most of the time I can win. Debraj, if your team is not in the next 10 or 15, I can't get to it this time. Is auto-click available in Android? Yes. There's an app called literally auto-tapping. Is there a tool which auto-clicks for you? If you're using an emulator... Nox Player or BlueStacks, they have auto-clicking macros built in. Or they have macros built in and you build one around auto-click. I have a video on how to set it up. Alright. Auto-tapping is available on Play Store. If you're on the Discord, there is a how to auto-tap channel. How do you take screenshots with Nox? There is a if you go to the icons that are on the other side, the icons on the right side of the thing, one of them is a scissors. You have to go into the options and change the order of the icons to make it available all the time, but you look for the one that's a scissors, and that's how you do it. Alright. That doesn't help me. Alright, so... Pretty solid team right here. With this team, you have the option to make Phoenix your tank and dump Walnir. And use... Oh, your Verthondi's not leveled. Probably Lindbergh would be a good one to level, but be very careful because if Lindbergh gets stuck at 8, then you don't want to use him. Verthondi is the safest one to level. You make your choice, which one that you think you'll get copies of sooner. But you do have the option to make Phoenix tank and dump Walnir. Auto-click was reduced to 1 hour for 1 day, and then it was taken back to normal, so ignore the previous PSA, it's completely back to normal. Do not buy the second Scald with Moonstones. Do not. Only use Moonstones to buy when you're close to 10 stars, and only after you already have 2 star shards or so. Naren, I can only go in order. You do need the star shards. You always need star shards. Freya can use them. Are you sure Lorelei is going to be able to go to 10 star before you get 5 copies of Luna? Hi, Josephine. Teddy Cat is... Oh, Teddy Cat is actually on this... Teddy Cat is... How do I get out of the way? Teddy Cat is right here. Teddy Cat! Teddy Cat! That's Teddy Cat. He's there. Your call. I would... Either way, buying a second copy of a hero with Moonstones is a horrible waste. Don't do it. Buy at bare minimum 3rd or 5th copy. Never second. So, in your case, I mean... You don't even have a 2 Mars, so... And probably don't do that. All right, next is, oh god, Mick X. Why am I looking at your guild tech? Would an 8 Scold fit a 10-star team? Nope. Hey, Steven. Even a 9 Scold doesn't fit a 10-star team. Alright, 1 Shoot, 2 Freya. One Shoot, 2 Freya. What is... How did you... Squalzy, is this you? Oh no, it's not. Hester, Valkyr, Medusa? Put it on Medusa. How did this team... How? You're not... Blasted, probably... I can try to do... I can do 10 more. Maybe not 15. I'll try to do 15, but no guarantees. No guarantees. So let me put a counter down, and I'm gonna do only 15 then. Including this one. Okay. Free to play, but still a 9-star Medusa with these people at 6-star? Desk, the only reason to save up is to wait for a hero that you want. Wow. I mean, I knew Medusa was easy to get, but I didn't know she was that easy to get. You ate Rillia and Scarlet. Not the best choice, I suppose. Puppet Maid is probably better than this Hester because she's higher star. And yeah, nothing else you can do, I guess. Try to get more copies of heroes. Look at, like, this is a level 92 Lorelei with a level 200 Medusa. What the heck? With this team, you're going to want to focus on... I guess you have to focus on Wanderer because of Medusa. She's your strongest character. But you need to focus on Warrior Dodge and then go heavy onto Wanderer and Warrior. Mage is a decent one. Put some... So basically the guild tech order is to take them to the old limits, which is 60 attack, 50... Craig, you are... skipped. I will go back to yours next. So pay attention to what time it is. It's about 1:54 now. Yours will be in about 5 minutes. So if you start the VOD at about 1:54, you'll get yours will be there. All right. Yeah, put heavy into... So 60 health, 50 attack, 20 skill damage. Get those 3 done in Warrior, Wanderer, and Mage. And then from there on... probably max Warrior Dodge and then go heavy into Wanderer. Josephine, if you're still using Minotaur in Legion and Expedition regularly, you should keep him and make Phoenix from scratch. KM Mortal? I think I did yours already, didn't I? Did I miss it? I feel like I saw that name. Maybe not. I did miss Craig, though. Oh, the reason I missed you is because Nick's things surrounded your stuff. Oh, shoot. I should double pull for Bale, huh? But Bale may not even have a 14-star version right away. I think it may be a terrible idea. And I don't believe in the up chest, so... Diego, I'm not taking more teams anymore. Alright, so Mike, use Puppet Maid instead of Hester, and then use your guild tech in the way that I said, which was 60 max warrior dodge, then do 60 health, 50 HP, 20 skill damage for Wanderer, Mage, and Warrior, and then from there on you can do anything you want. There's no priority. Alright, next will be Undying Champion, Freaky Craig. Steven. The up chest is not getting touched during the next Bale summon event, so I'm going to not hold my breath for anything to change. Alright, whose team will be the last one? Alright, let me count. So that was 1. So this is 2. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Last one is Nandu. Nandu is the very last one. I'm not taking anybody after Nandu. Alright, so Craig, you may or may not have left, but in case you did, we'll still do this. I think 10-star Ultima is better than 9-star Valkyrie, but that's personal choice. The rest of the team is fine. For what you've got, it's great. Until you get Valkyrie or more copies of Luna or Dro or whatever. These are great heroes to have at 9-star. But I suggest using Ultima instead of Valkyrie. Because Ultima is also an amazing tank at 10 stars. Anybody that has a hard crowd control, so anybody that has stun, silence, petrify on their skill is good to put star shards on. Alright, so that was Freaky Craig. Next will be... Well, how do I pronounce this? Issei? Ichiyo? Oh wait, this is Chinese. Is this that Yasuo guy? Gyrus? Okay. Then I do not know how to pronounce this. Alright, let's see here. I think you're using the wrong team here. Why are these guys in your inventory and not in your team? Alright, 1 Lindbergh, 1 Shude, 2 Luna. I can't tell what's down here. Is this a 6-star Mars? Are these 6 stars? I cannot tell what's 5 or 6 stars. 0 star shards. Next last copy of Lin from Moon. Down Phoenix and up 10 Lindbergh. First star shards for Freya. Phoenix replaced Medusa. 10 Valkyrie. 10 Luna and or Dro. Alright, I see a lot of stuff here. I would drop the Vegvasir for Mars right away if you can 10-star him. 10 Lindbergh is not as good as 10 Mars, so keep that in mind. Tiger King is a good tank early, but falls off real quick. Do not take Tiger King above... Do not take Tiger King above 6 stars. Okay, so Lindbergh 10. See, I can't tell what's up with this Mars. Okay, so we'll skip Mars. 6 stars are orange. Oh. Oh, hey, I didn't know that. 9 is apparently also orange. Okay. So then, let's see. So you have the option to do Lindbergh. Okay. So Lindbergh for Vegvasir immediately. What do you mean by down Phoenix? Because Phoenix is still the best tank you've got. Unless you want to use Vegvasir as your tank and replace Phoenix, but that's a terrible idea. 9 Phoenix is still very strong on a 10-star team. So I would say your best bet is replace Vegvasir with Lindbergh right away, and then keep going with this until you get Valkyrie, Luna, Dro, whatever. And then once you get... Don't worry about Unity yet. You're better off having Medusa and Phoenix than you are having Vegvasir with and losing Phoenix. Steven, he would not you do that just to troll me. I hope. So yeah, skip your Unity aura, Gyrus. Go on without it for now. Only do it when you are ready to dump Medusa. Oh. Alright, next is RQ Laser. I don't need this. Ah, 1 Lindbergh, 1 Aiden, 1 Valkyrie. Whoa, so you can 9-star Valkyrie. Map, I have no idea. I don't have access to anybody that plays on the Chinese servers. So you would need to wait for somebody to, in the Discord, to share that. Because I don't have that information. And usually they don't, that information is not reliably shared. Like, people don't regularly get it. Alright. So in your case, you could drop the Vegvasir for a 9-star Phoenix tank. Scold or Olivia? I would have to choose Scold, but I would still make the... I would choose both. Hello. I'll be like another half hour. I didn't eat any of the chicken wings, so you can start working on those. All of them. I didn't eat any. I would force it and make both. I would buy flags and make both. Or something. 9-star Valkyrie is better than 10-star Tesla? No. Not really. Not reliably. They come out a little bit even. The 10-star may do a little bit better. So yeah, I would drop the Vegvasir drop the Aura and throw in a 9-star Phoenix. If you want, you can tank with Verthandi until Phoenix is built with a dodge rune and go that way, or you can go ahead and or you can I know nothing about selling accounts. If you really want to do it, there's no easy place to do it. Nobody allows selling accounts. Donatas, it could be interesting. The meta could change a lot, but I will believe it when I see it. Which 10 hero would make me drop Olivia? None. None! You hear me? None. What is that? Chaon Gavarit? I know Gavarit is speak. I don't know the rest of it. Okay, so yeah. Use the 9-star Phoenix and either make Verthandi tank or use Phoenix as tank. It's your call. If Phoenix is not going to be tank and Verthandi is, then Phoenix can use a speed rune. What I speak? Oh, okay. I could have Google translated that. Alright, Casanova Gaming, are you still here? Bale, Lindbergh, Shud, Luna, Valkyrie. You understand Russian? I can barely read it. I don't understand it that well. Or at all, really. Wait, you got a Valkyrie. So you can 9-star Valkyrie. Alright. Once you can 9-star Valkyrie, you've got a whole Unity team around that. Your first 6, that's a solid team. Very solid. The only thing you can do is wait for more Phoenix copies and or more Medusa copies. No, this is a very good team once you 9-star Valkyrie. You do have the option to make 6-star Tesla and fodder him because you're not going to be spending a lot of resources on Tesla. So you could use Tesla as your fodder to make the 9-star Valkyrie. So consider doing that. You've got plenty of Teslas going around. But everybody here is worth taking to 10 stars. Alright, Galaxy Axel. Oh man. Where did that fish cake guy go? He made the most interesting decisions. Wait a minute. Galaxy, why are there 5 pictures? Breeze, yeah, you missed a lot, actually. Alright, let's see here. Wait, is this 2 different accounts? God, I wish people wouldn't send 2 accounts worth of stuff. I don't know where to break it off. Alright. Man, I don't want to do 2 people. Alright, let's take a look. Depending on how your Verthandi and Phoenix are built, you could swap them and use Verthandi as the secondary tank. But other than that, this team is fine the way it is. And Nandu, I foddered my Scarlet, so your call, I guess. If you really like Scarlet, you can keep it. Alright, I don't know which account this is for. Oh, this is for this one. Okay. So we'll skip this. So for this one, oh, that's a grand. Wow. I want grand. This is as good as it gets. You don't have enough copies to use anything else. Walnir, if you can take Walnir to 10, will be more useful than grand. So you can consider that. You probably should start putting more effort into this Freya. Freya is better than Bale because you don't have Skuld. But I don't know if you have enough copies to 10-star Freya. And Valkyrie is useless until you get her to 10. So yeah, consider making the Walnir if you really want to keep going to 10 stars. Otherwise, Breeze, that will absolutely be the first thing I do. Alright, next is Hero. You can buy from Soul Shop. Yeah, okay. If you can buy Freya from Soul Shop, buy her. Why is this so cut off? Okay, so Verthandi tank. Why is Verthandi the tank here? Hero? So who do you test? You can 10-star Verthandi, Lindbergh, Luna, Vedrasir, Medusa, Chesia, Hester. First of all, Phoenix should be tanking. Second of all, 10-star Lindbergh and replace 10-star Lindbergh and replace Verthandi. Doesn't matter if she has gift. For Phoenix is a better tank. Especially because Phoenix is 10 and Verthandi's only 8 or 9. So put a speed rune and an Eye of Heaven or a blood metal on Phoenix and use him as tank. Put Verthandi in the back and replace with Lindbergh later. Man, you have a 9-star. God, people with their Phoenix copies. Hate all of you. Alright. Akais. Yes. Verthandi's not that good later on. Why is your assassin tech 0? Like, taking the final levels of HP is so expensive that you should have at least put something into assassin. Like, if you even were considering leveling Lindbergh, why didn't you put some into assassin? That doesn't make sense, but yeah. Start working on Lindbergh. At least the first few levels, like the first tier of health, crit rate, defense break, all of those, they'll be very cheap. You'll get them in like a week. You'll be able to have very decent numbers. This is a very good team. What the heck? Wow, 4 heaven 10 stars. Lindbergh is S tier. I moved him up. How do I pronounce this guy's name? Akis? You can't beat 477 Den? With this? With this, you can't beat it? I beat it with less than this. I didn't have all of this and I beat it. So I beat it, like I said, Luna. Oh, you don't. Yeah, Luna tank with Luna tank, Phoenix, Valkyrie, Skuld, Chesia, and probably and Shoot Mel. I beat it with that. And then I beat 478 replacing Skuld with Mars. I don't have the Luna skin. I didn't even have Dro back then. I didn't even use Dro. Yeah, Skylar, I'm trying to finish soon, so there's only like 5 or 6 left. So yeah, Luna, Phoenix, Valkyrie, Skull, Shudmel, Chesia. I beat it with that team. If I can do it, you can do it. I'm sure your artifacts are better than mine as well. I think I had Star Shards on Luna, Tears on Skull, Star Shards on Chesia, and that's it. Shudmel, Speed, Valkyrie, Gospel Song, and Phoenix. I think I still use Blood Metal on. Not Blood Metal. I had Eye of Heaven. So, yeah, you can do it. You'll get there. Nameless King is much better than Verthandi. Verthandi is the lowest tier of the heavens. So literally any of the other Heaven 10 stars are better than her. Thanks, John Carl. Happy to help. Alright, Jonathan X. Oh, and Akira, you have the solid 10-star Unity team, which is basically as good as you want. Which is what I'm using, basically. Which is Phoenix, Valkyrie, Shudmel, Skuld, Chesia, Dro. You can't build better than that yet until you get Lorelei or another Phoenix or another Mars. Alright, Jonathan. 9-star Mars is nothing special, but I guess you've got... Alright. He's still better than 9-star Verthandi. I don't like... Skylar, the update is on Chinese servers tomorrow, not ours. So I cannot make a video about it if I don't have access to it. I'll do a video when it drops on our servers, but I don't know when that's gonna be, and we don't know what's gonna happen with it. Moonstones to 10-star Valkyrie next week. Okay. How about Mars? I think Mars 10-star is a bigger change than Valkyrie 10-star because of his stun. Good night, Skylar. So, I don't know if you have enough copies of Mars to do it. Sounds like no. Not enough Mars? Okay. Then make that Valkyrie and roll with that. This Mars, honestly, is nothing special right now. He's just spilling up space as better than Verthandi. If you can 10-star Valk, you might consider dumping the Aura and dumping Mars. Because at this point, Mars is nothing special. Like I said, no stun. He has no stun. So... once you make the Valkyrie, dump the Aura and use Valkyrie. Yeah, no real copies of stuff here. Alright, next is Shrekt. Shrekt has good guild tech. Shrekt also did not share his bag of shards, so I guess we'll just assume that he doesn't have anything more than this. Yes, Jonathan, that would be fine. I would use top 7 minus Centaur. No, maybe not Walnir. So Phoenix tank, and then Valkyrie, Tesla, Centaur, Freya, Luna. Don't even worry about Ara. The 9-star Verthandi isn't going to make a big deal for you on this team. Yeah, by forcing the Ara, you end up forcing yourself to use Walnir, who you don't need anymore. So, use your top 7 minus Centaur, put Phoenix as your tank, good to go. Alright. Trying to go faster. Lucas Carvalho. You can't. The only way to improve on this team is to have higher tier heroes. This is a good team. How many do I have left? I got 4 left. I got 4 left. Okay. This is a good team. You can't improve on this until you get more heroes. Nandu, a lot of people come back and watch the VOD to find themselves. So I want to stay it in order. I want to keep it in order, you know. Hey, Hamdam. Yeah, you can't improve on this team. Man, 10-star Vivienne, really? Until you get more copies of stuff, keep this. Can't go stronger. All right, TBK Dangerous. Hamdam, I'm finishing with 4 more. I'm not getting to everybody today. All right. Wow, 2 10-star Medusas? Yeah, Nandu, you're the last one. All right, Dangerous. I would say use Verthandi as tank and use the top 6. So Verthandi, Valkyrie, Medusa, and then Shudmel, Lindbergh, Freya. Chesia is not that good without Skuld, and your Skuld is non-existent, so ignore Chesia for now. She's probably decent for Den and Planet Trial, but for PvP, she's not useful yet. So... Oh, wait, hey. 9... Oh, you have a Phoenix. Yeah, boy, I use... a Nox player emulator. 1 Valkyrie, 1 Dro, 1 Lorelei. Doesn't help. You've already got 10-star Valkyrie. Okay. If you're gonna do it this way, I would suggest Freya instead of Medusa. I think Freya is better than Medusa. But this is really useless while Phoenix is this low. If you're gonna do this, you better get Phoenix max level or this team is a waste. Phoenix does absolutely nothing when he's the lowest level and slowest person on the team because he's never gonna get to fire. He's gonna die twice before he ever fires his skill. So, keep that in mind. But if you're gonna do this, yeah, use Freya instead of Medusa. Do I think you need to pull for Bale? No. Bale is just like Chesia, useless without Skuld. Uptime is 2 hours and 24 minutes, but it's about to end in about 15-20 minutes. Alright, next is Blue Frost. I also hate Phoenix skin. I do not use it. I suggest not using that Phoenix right now. This is a fixed screenshot. It is not a goblin. Okay, so let's see here. This is standard Unity. Good stuff. This is a good team. This is, you can only improve it by getting the better heroes. So by getting Dro, by getting Mars, and by getting probably Skuld. Here's guild tech priority. Oops, wrong way. This way. Is Mars good without Skuld? Yes, Mars is amazing, period. As long as he's 10 stars, he's freaking godlike. Because he's one of the faster units in the game. So he's amazing, period. So yeah, this is a good team. Just make sure that your Lindbergh is equipped appropriately. I prefer to use a hit rate rune plus Holy Light Justice, and that makes him the most reliable. Otherwise, he misses too much. But yeah, good team. Alright, Solthos. Your really early game? Great. Great. Giving advice to early players helps a lot more helps a lot, I think. Alright, let me see what you've got here. Centaur. Centaur, okay. Can you 6-star this Centaur? He's really strong. Oh, I see. There's more pictures. Here we go. Alright, so you can't 6-star the Centaur yet. So I don't need this. I don't need this. You can 6 Centaur? He's good. You've got... Wow! 8-star Dro already? Alright, let me see what else is here. I would consider swapping Olivia for Vivienne. No, never mind. You have Dro. You don't need Vivienne. You have 230 keys for the event. You should use 40. Stop at 40. Otherwise, you're wasting too many, because if you pull 40 now and you play peaks regularly every single week, maybe by the next key event after this one, you should be able to complete it fully and get a godlike hero out of it. Hiwei, I have spent about $400 over 2 years. Maybe 500. So you are using the best heroes you've got. So pull 40 keys and stop. Actually, don't pull 40. Remember that you get a free one every single day. So pull 33 on day 1 and pull your free one every single day for the next week so that you end exactly at 40. That's the most efficient way to do it, because you do get 1 free gold chest pull every single day. So that is the best way to do it, especially at your level when every key matters. Uh, yeah, you've got a great team starting here. You've got like one of the best tanks for this point of the game. You've got very solid healers with Dro, very solid damage with Medusa. Good stuff. What is my VIP? I'm VIP 6 on my main. And I'm VIP 4 on my alt. Okay. So for the shops, the only thing that you really need to focus on buying is the stuff for gold, which is 1 arena ticket for 50,000. Buy the rune dust. I think it's 200 for like 300,000. And buy the gold souls. I think it's like 100 of them for 240,000 or something like that. Those 3 things are the most important to buy. At your level, you may not need the rune dust hugely, but focus. Purple will come in time. As long as you're doing your daily events, as long as you're auto-clicking, they come in time. You can buy silver keys early, but I don't think they're worth it. If you have a ton of spare money, which you kind of don't, this goes away real quick. Then you can buy silver keys and the 3-star fodders, but I wouldn't recommend it. 100,000 adds up. I end up with under 1 million all the time. And remember that you're spending 100,000 for like 90% chance to get a 1-star. If you like gambling, it's up to you. I don't like gambling, so I don't do it. Feather shop, yes. Buy all the Verthandis until you have 5. Verthandi or Nameless King? Nameless King is better. However, Verthandi is easier to get to 10 stars, so... Hey, Monk Bayar. Doing pretty good. Hi, Z1. If you have money and you want to throw it away gambling, then go ahead and buy silver keys. But for new players or players that are trying to play efficiently, don't do it. Good luck, Solthos. You've got a great start. Really, really great start. All right, Nandu, you have been here from the beginning. All right, let's see what you've got here. Samurai is mediocre, not great. Very good for Friends Boss, but pretty bad everywhere else. You know how long it took me to get Dro, so I understand the desire for Dros. Didzis, it's written out in the Taptap Discords. I don't know what it is exactly. I know you need another 9-star fodder and another 10-star fodder, and I think you need like 3 more copies of the hero. Recommended meta is Phoenix, Phoenix, Mars, Mars, Skuld, Valkyrie. You got Monkey from Silver Key. Luckier than 99.9% of all players in Taptap. Hi, Charbel. Pretty good. Okay, so... Nandu, how close are you to buying a Freya from the Soul Shop? And if you do, can you 6-star her right away? Because she will be better than that Ripper. Tiger King, Scarlet, Hester, Tesla, Bale, Ripper. Yeah, Ripper is trash here. You don't need Ripper. Tiger King also is not good, but you don't have anyone better. Verthandi to Nameless, I don't think it's worth it. Nameless is better, but he's not significantly better. Freya to 8? Okay, do that. Take Freya to 8, dump that Ripper as fast as you can. Is Veg a good tank? Yes. One of the really good tanks, yes. But I think he ends up being worse than Grand or Walnir. Alright, so if you take Ripper out and put Freya in, you still need to eventually replace Hester, Bale, and Tiger King. You don't really have options. Spend 400 on Bale? No, absolutely not. Absolutely not. Bale is not worth it for you. He's not that good. Didsis, we don't have the stats for her yet. I'll let you know when we actually have official stats. Because last time they leaked the stats for Detlaf, they were all wrong. Like everything that we got was wrong, and so everybody was all worked up over what it was, and then it turned out to be completely different. So I'm gonna refuse to speculate on rumors until real information comes out. We will know if the new 11 to 14 star things comes out probably tomorrow. Better alt for your team? You don't have better options yet. But so focus on what you've got, but focus more on Freya than Bale. Ignore Bale for now. You can level him to max, but Freya is more important. Bale is only good with Skuld, and you don't have Skuld. So focus on Freya, buy Verthandis from the Feather Shop. Hopefully you can eventually one day 9-star Verthandi and use her as tank instead of Tiger King. Yeah, everything's going to come on getting more heroes. Remember that you do not want to use Moonstones until you're 10-starring someone, or really you should be buying Star Shards. Star Shards would be good on Freya, on Tesla. Should you 10-star Scarlet? I wouldn't. Aji, Veg is a better tank, but if you use Verthandi as tank, you have an option to use a much better elf in place. Like Dro, Luna, Lorelei are all much better than Vegosir. Luke, I'm not taking team questions in chat today. I was only doing it in Discord, and this is the last one for today. Yeah, focus on Freya, and try to focus on Verthandi. All of your people, you can go ahead and take them to... Did you try to 10-star Luna or Freya? Freya is stronger, but Luna is more reliable. And Luna will help you more in PvE. So it's kind of your call. Nandu, if you get Luna to 9-star, you replace probably Hester or Tesla. Actually, no. If you get Luna to 9, replace Bale. And no, do not tank with 9-star Luna. Phoenix and Medusa? Phoenix is infinitely better. That's like not even a comparison. Today is Wednesday. Okay. So that is the last for today. Tomorrow is going to be me pulling 500 keys for Bale. I was going to pull on alt, but I decided I'm not going to because Bale doesn't help my alt that much. Third 10, Luna or Freya? Probably Luna. Probably Luna. Luna will help you provide for... Luna will help you do Den better. Michi, you would like to get one more for... You would like to get one more, but it doesn't matter. You can stop there if you want, but one more would be safer. Because 3 to 4 energy artifacts is more safe. Charbel up chest is a scam. Do not pull if you're aiming for that. Should you replace Hester with Detlaf? No. 555 Moonstones? I mean, are all those people 10 stars? Rune and artifact for Phoenix is Speed Rune and Eye of Heaven or Blood Metal. Samuel, Verthandi's not an amazing tank at 8 stars. So, but yeah, probably take Verthandi tank and shoot Mill. Did I upgrade artifacts in the beginning? Yes, I did. I upgraded a lot of purple artifacts. You will get to a point where you're getting orange artifacts fairly quickly, especially from all the free stuff they give out through events. But, yeah, you'll get orange artifacts very quickly. Like, Wheel gives one, Secret Treasure gives them, all their weekly logins give them. So don't upgrade too many purple, because you'll get to orange fast. Nandu, Tears of the Goddess Freya, Star Shards, either Tesla or... Actually, Luna. Star Shards would go to Luna. Solthos, yes. Orange are the best ones. Alright, Michi, you could totally buy Mars with Moonstones. If you already have 2 Star Shards, you totally can buy Mars. That's fine. Blood Metal, I guess, would go on Scarlet. Alright guys, that'll be it for me today. Tomorrow is only 500 keys, so maybe depending on how fast... I said Scarlet. Maybe if I finish fast, I'll do some peaks after, I don't know. But it will be just 1 round of keys on my main account and done. After that, we'll see what happens. Eye of Heaven doesn't matter. Eye of Heaven can be on anybody you want. Hey, Anson. Alright, guys. Good night. So Nandu, those artifacts are the only ones that matter. After that, put any sort of attack artifact on people and it doesn't matter. Alright, good night, guys. I will see you tomorrow.